Hey people, welcome back to my channel, and it's a post-match review of match day 14 in the Premier League. Now there are some quite interesting results, and let me just start off with games played on Wednesday. Arsenal were able to get over the line to beat Brentford 2-0 with goals from Merino and Saka. It was a very good goal header for Merino, and I think that Arsenal are now beginning to show what it means to be able to win a title. Now, I don't want to think over myself and say, oh yes, probably that is how it's going to be, because obviously in the game we saw what's his name now, Mosquera out. I don't know if it was a serious injury, but obviously you can tell that it was in some sort of discomfort. And then Declan Rice also came off during the game a bit, probably a knock or something, but I'm sure before their next game by the weekend he should probably be okay. But the fact that Arsenal is able to get that win and not concede, it just goes to show that they're a very, very mature side and they know what is expected of them to be able to win the title. Hopefully they can carry that all through the games in December. But obviously I feel like it's still too early to say, but I feel like they're really showing signs of a team that is really looking to win the title this season. And then Chelsea were 3-0, they lost 3-0 to Leeds United. Obviously it was at Elland Road, and I feel like Chelsea's record against Leeds United, especially away from home, is always very difficult. And Leeds United, I feel like they've been able to give a lot of teams problems this season. However, some teams are able to get over the line against them, and I must say that particularly Tosin was really poor. Obviously he made the error that led to the third goal. Also Delap was more like he wasn't in the game. To be honest, I feel like there was much more you would expect from him, but it wasn't. It was more like he was out of position. Like 1 minute you would expect him to be here and he's not there. He's just all over the place, and I don't know if he's still struggling, obviously, to get his footing in the team or gel with the team. But obviously he's not getting it right yet. But unfortunately, Chelsea were 3-1 losers to Leeds United. Now, Aston Villa, on the other end, traveled to Brighton and they were able to get a very good result. I must say I'm quite impressed with Aston Villa, especially under Emery, with what he has done with that team. It looks like they are going to be, just like last season, they look like a team that is going to give the top team some sort of problems when it comes to the top four. And so obviously seeing them beat Brighton, in Brighton's home is a huge statement. Even though the game ended 4-3, they were able to get the 3 points, which obviously moves them above Chelsea on the table. And then Crystal Palace were obviously able to get over Burnley 1-0. Then Liverpool played out a 1-1 draw, obviously going from a goal down and eventually sharing the points with Sunderland. It was a very good one, even though I feel like the goal that Liverpool scored was an own goal. Regardless, it's still a goal, right? And maybe I should say the good thing for Liverpool is the fact that they've not lost in their last 2 games, right? See, I get that it might not be a win-win, but don't forget that Sunderland is a very, very good team. Seeing what they did to Arsenal and Chelsea this season already, you can tell that Liverpool were going to have their hands full. But then again, I feel like the point was deserved between both sides, because Sunderland played a very, very good game, and Liverpool just wanted to ensure that, they don't return to losing again. So it was really, really important to them that they kept that maybe unbeaten record in the last 2 games, leading to the weekend and all that. But it was a good one. And the fact that Mohamed Salah also didn't start in this game, I guess it just goes to show that maybe they were a bit reliant on Mohamed Salah to do a lot of the work. and obviously I don't think he had that confidence. I don't think that confidence was there. So obviously they were going to struggle a little bit, but them being able to get the result, I think it was a very, very good one for Liverpool. At least getting a point, just to keep them in that top half of the table, it was very good. And then just to round off the results of match day 14, Man City were able to beat what's their name now? They were able to get over the line on Tuesday, and looking at how bad they were, especially against the Fulham side, which I think has been really, really good. You can't go from 5-1 and then conceding 3 goals and almost drawing the game. Like, a lot has to be said about Man City's defense. They are really, really struggling this season, and I don't want to believe that it's probably because of Rodri not being available. Like, that is just minimal an excuse for them not to play very well, honestly. Yeah, but you know what? They had 3 points, and they keep the 5 points gap between themselves and league leaders Arsenal. And then Manchester United obviously are supposed to host, I think, West Ham tomorrow. And I think it's going to be a very interesting game, because I feel like Manchester United, maybe the fact that they won their last game, going from a goal down to winning that game, maybe that will help them to win this one. West Ham, I don't think West Ham will give them much of a problem. So they should be able to win it. But regardless, I think that December still has a long way to go. It's still a lot of games to go for the likes of Chelsea to be struggling already. We know it's that period for Chelsea, especially in December, January, where they struggle to get results. But I think the good thing for them is the fact that Cole Palmer is back into the team. He played, I think, about 30 minutes. And then for Arsenal is the fact that the likes of Mosquera, Declan Rice coming off probably with a knock or an injury or something. Hopefully it's not a big deal and it won't affect them much. But the fact that Saka obviously coming off the bench and scoring for them, it goes to show you how grinded Arsenal is as a team. But regardless, those are my thoughts on match day 14 of the Premier League. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on the channel. But most importantly, put on your post notification button to get our latest video when they drop. But also follow us on all our social media handles at _officialFSH. Anyways, guys, until I come your way again for match day 15 of the Premier League, don't go anywhere and ensure you enjoy the rest of your week. Bye, guys.